Morning. Then now the next topic is non-adjusting events after the reporting period. Examples of non-adjusting events after the reporting period or balance sheet date. First one is a major business combination after the balance sheet date or disposing of a major subsidiary. A major business combination after the balance sheet date or disposing of a major subsidiary. Second one, major purchases and disposals of assets or expropriations of major assets by government. Third one, the destruction of a major production plant by a fire after the balance sheet date. Fourth one, announcing or commencing the implementation of a major restructuring. Fifth one, major ordinary and potential share transactions after the balance sheet date. Sixth one, abnormally large changes after the balance sheet date in asset prices or foreign exchange rates. Seventh one, changes in tax rates or tax laws enacted or announced after the balance sheet date. Eighth one, decline in the market value of investments between the balance sheet date and the date of approval of financial statements. And last one, declaration of an equity dividend. For example, shortly after his financial year ends, 31st March 2020, but before the financial statements are authorized for issue, an entity's inventory was destroyed by fire. An entity's inventory was destroyed by fire, which resulted in a loss of 20 lakhs rupees. Is this event an adjusting or a non-adjusting event? Okay. So the answer is this event is a non-adjusting event. What is the reason? Because it is indicative of a condition, that is fire, that arose after the end of the reporting period. No adjustments will be made to the amounts recognized in the financial statements of the entity for the year ending 31st March 2021. Another example is on 1st June 2020, the entity's financial statements for the year ended 31st March 2020 were authorized for issue. On 28th May 2020, the entity declared a final dividend of rupees 1 lakh in respect of profits earned in the year ended 31st March 2020. Explain the accounting treatment of this particular event in the books of accounts. Okay. The answer is the declaration of the dividend is a non-adjusting event after the end of the reporting period. At 31st March 2020, the entity did not have an obligation to pay a dividend, and therefore it cannot record a liability for those dividends at 31st March 2020. Dividend do not meet the criteria for recognition as a liability under section 21 provisions and contingencies until they are appropriately authorized and are no longer at the discretion of the entity. Okay, thank you.